again, it reaffirms to us the level of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu. On that note, it is also important to realize that if the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam loved Abu Bakr as-Siddiq so highly amongst all the people that he knew, what do you think about people who speak ill of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu, who speak ill of the family of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu? If even during the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, even if the companions themselves, because they were human beings, sometimes they would have arguments, they would get upset with each other. Someone would get upset at Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would discipline such a person. And he would tell them, leave my companion alone. Leave my companion alone. Even though both of them were companions. But Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu is different from the rest of the companions in the way that he believed in Allah, in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and in the way that he supported the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Some of the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they used to say that Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu, he did not exceed us in terms of fasting or prayer. He wouldn't pray a lot, he wouldn't fast a lot, by their standards. I'm not talking about our standards, but by their standards. But they said the thing that made Abu Bakr greater than the rest of the companions was what he had in his heart. It was his Iman. When the kuffar came and they tried to put doubts in his heart, your friend Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that he traveled to Baytul Maqdis, to the heavens, and came back in one night. His Iman didn't move. His Iman didn't move. And this is why he was called a Siddiq radiallahu anhu. So now, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was intending to set out to Medina to perform the Hijrah, and with him was Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu. And the way that Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu was he was a very organized man. And from the moment that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him about his intentions, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq started putting into motion the way to get to Medina. And at the same time, there were other companions who had already made their way to Medina. Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu was already in Medina. Sa'ad bin Abi Waqqas radiallahu anhu was already in Medina, along with a group of the companions that were already in Medina. And they found out that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was going to come to Medina. And this was obviously before any means of communication. There was no emails, there was no WhatsApp groups, even though there's a lot of WhatsApp groups these days. The only way that the companions could find out that the Prophet ﷺ had arrived or not was the simple way of going to the outskirts of Medina and stand and wait. And they would do so. In some narrations, every single day, a group of the companions would go out on the edge of the city and they would stand there. When the sun was at the hottest, they would stand there and they would wait and try to look for the Prophet ﷺ, had he reached Medina safely. So inshallah, in the future, when we pick up in the Seerah class, we will carry on from this moment. The reason why we delay the actual Hijrah is because in the Hijrah there's a lot of benefits, there's a lot of points that the scholars in Islam have emphasized on. So inshallah, we will conclude the Seerah class here, inshallah, and we will carry on next time from the point of the Hijrah, where the Prophet ﷺ left Mecca, and we will carry on until the death of the Prophet ﷺ. As for right now, this is the part where we will stop, inshallah, and we will, in the coming few weeks, we will have other programs, inshallah, and we will announce it with time. Inshallah, actually, yesterday I did promise that I was going to ask some questions, so inshallah, now I'll ask the questions. And if you answer the questions right, inshallah, you will get candy. Okay, first question, a simple question. Who did the Prophet ﷺ send to Medina? Who is the first person? What was the name of that companion that the Prophet ﷺ sent? Not quite. Can someone help him? I'm looking for a different name. Yes. Mus'ab bin Umair, mashallah. Very good. If you answer it correctly, you get 2 candies, 2 chocolates, not just 1, okay? 2. Next question. When the Prophet ﷺ took the bay'ah, the pledge of allegiance from the people of Medina, what was one of the points that they agreed to? Something that they agreed to. They agreed to quite a few points, but I just want you to mention one thing that they agreed to with the Prophet ﷺ. And we mentioned it yesterday, in yesterday's class. Good, mashallah. That was one of the points, the most important point was the point of Tawheed, not to make shirk, associate any partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's okay, don't worry, we have more, inshallah. Okay. Next question. Maybe some of you weren't here yesterday, but you're here today. So I'll ask some of the questions from today's class. Things that we just said now. When the mushrikeen got together and they wanted to get rid of the Prophet ﷺ, there was one man that was from Najd. Who was this man? What was he? Ahmed? Shaitan, yes. Okay, next question. Before deciding to kill the Prophet ﷺ, what was one of the 2 things that they wanted to do before they wanted to kill the Prophet ﷺ? There was something else. Yes?
I think one was that they wanted one tribe to do the killing, and the other thing was that if that was in the cure, something that all the tribes would combine and stab him at one time.
That's good, but it's still about the killing. I want something different. Before they reached the killing, they said something else. They said, let us do this. They said, no. Let us do this instead. Let us... Abdussalam? Huh? Jazakallah khairan. Good. And what was the other one? There was another one?
Yeah.
Yes?
I think it was locked him inside his house for certain.
Yes. House arrest. Good.
I'll ask you to answer one question. Which one?
Oh, mashallah. Okay, we still have a bit left, yes. Okay. When the Prophet ﷺ left his bed, there was another companion that he left in that bed. The Prophet ﷺ left, and then he left someone behind in his bed. Yes. Ali bin Abi Talib radiyallahu anhu. Very good. Before the Prophet ﷺ reached Medina, there were other companions who were there before him. Can you mention one companion that was there before the Prophet ﷺ? Yes. Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu anhu. Good, mashallah. Very good. It's good, you guys are paying attention. When the Prophet ﷺ told Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anhu that he was going to do the Hijrah, what was it that Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anhu asked from the Prophet ﷺ? Did he ask for money? Did he ask for something else? What was it that he asked the Prophet ﷺ? Hisham, did you get some?
No.
Okay.
Can I come with you?
Yes, good, mashallah. Very good. So we have the last question. The last question. Okay, I'm trying to think of a good question.
I'll tell you.
The brother provided a very good question. What is another name for Medina? What is another name for Medina? Yes. Yathrib, mashallah. Very good. Very good. Inshallah, in the upcoming classes, the chocolates are going to get bigger and they're going to get more, so please come and join us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.